Confidence is an important part of personal impact. And in this video, I want to talk to you about how you can feel confident. And I want to do so in two ways. We're going to look at setting yourself up for long-term feelings of confidence, and also some techniques to feel confident in the moment when you need that sudden boost of extra confidence. Let's start with 4 great tips for building long-term confidence into your life, your professional life, your social life, and your private life. First, inventory your strengths, your resources, your connections, and your successes. What are you good at? What are your strengths? Knowing that will give you confidence, particularly in domains where those strengths are useful. What resources do you have? What knowledge do you have? What experience can you draw upon? What materials, what skills, what expertise, what equipment can you deploy? And connections. Who can you call upon for support, for guidance, for advice, and for physical assistance? And what successes have you had in the past? When you focus on your successes, you feel good about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, you feel more confident. And of course, when you feel more confident, you perform better. When you perform better, you get more successes. So it's a self-reinforcing thing. The second long-term strategy is to set achievable goals. But setting goals isn't enough. The other thing you need to do is, once you've achieved those goals, to take time to note that you've achieved those goals and to celebrate the success that you've had. Because when you celebrate the success, you notice the success, you feel more confident, you perform better, you get more successes. So we're reinforcing that reinforcing cycle. Thirdly, live a healthy life. Get plenty of sleep, eat good food, get outdoors, exercise, get fresh air, plenty of daylight. It's amazing how much these basics of good health reinforce your mental state. It's very hard to feel confident when you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well, your relationships aren't so great, you're not getting enough exercise, you don't get out very often, there's not a lot of daylight or fresh air in your life, it's just musty. You get the picture. Get out, exercise, eat well, spend time with friends, and get plenty of sleep. And number 4, stop thinking about what other people might think about you. Instead, focus on figuring out what's the right thing for you. Yes, the right thing for you might be to do things that support other people. But when you know you're doing what's right, not what's easy, that's when you can feel confident about your motivations, and you can take that confidence into deliberate action. But when it's time to act, what do you do if you need a small boost in confidence just to lift yourself just that little bit higher? Well, for me, the answer lies in the triangle of confidence, the 3 things that we can do to give ourselves that immediate confidence boost. And the first one is linked to our physiology. Because when we stand upright, when we stride around, when we smile, everything feels better. In fact, it's more than that. The smile muscles are connected to your brain in such a way that when you feel happy, you smile. But those connections work in both directions. So when we smile, we feel happier. So deliberately put on a smile. In fact, here's a tip. Unless you've got problems with your neck, look up and grin at the ceiling. Because when you look up, it pulls your face muscles back and increases the sense of smiling. If you need to, if you're feeling a little hunched and tense and nervous, give yourself a bit of a shake. Yeah? Shake out that tension. Shake in some enthusiasm and some energy. Secondly, visualize success. If you want to be confident, then close your eyes for a moment and visualize the situation going well. It has two big effects. The smaller of the two big effects is in visualizing it going well, you prepare for it to go well. You rehearse some of the things you could say and do that will make it go well. But the reality is, different things might happen. So the bigger of the two big effects is that you anchor in your mind an association of success with the situation. So when you get into the situation, your mind goes, this is a good situation, a situation I want to be in, a situation where I'm going to be successful, and that makes you feel confident. The more precisely you can visualize success, perhaps going through the scenario a number of times, in color, with precision, hearing things, seeing things as you expect them to be, the more effective this visualization will be. And finally, there's that little voice in your head. Self-talk. Most people, when they face a difficult situation, that little voice says, this is going to be tricky. You may not be up to it. It's going to go badly. Do you have that voice in your head? Do you have that voice that always belittles you and tells you you're not good enough? Who am I to be doing this? It saps at your confidence. It undermines you. It's rubbish. But ask yourself, if you told your best friend what was going to happen, would your best friend say, I wouldn't go there, that's rubbish, you really won't be able to cope with that? No. Your best friend would say to you, you can cope. Because you have the experience, the knowledge, the skills, you're prepared, you've got the resources to do it. You're going to be fabulous. You know what? If you paid a coach hundreds of dollars an hour to coach you, your coach wouldn't say, that's going to be tricky. Your coach would say, you know how to do it. Let's go through all the resources you have. That's what your voice in your head can say. And you're in charge of that voice. It's in your head. You control it. So change the dialogue. Change that internal voice from criticizing you and belittling you to telling you what you know, reminding you about your strengths and your passions and your enthusiasms and your knowledge and your experience and everything you bring to bear. And that will give you confidence. So set yourself up for long-term confidence, and then use the triangle of confidence to give you that boost when you need it. Please give us a thumbs up if you like this video. There's lots more great content from Management Courses, so please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. I'll see you in the next one, and in the meantime, keep learning.